Hi everyone, Monica Love here, the Love Messages. So tonight I'm going to be doing a special reading for those of you who are interested in knowing how the lunar eclipse happening in the sign of Sagittarius will be affecting you. Now, I will be explaining a little bit about this before I get into the reading, so be sure to check the description box below where you will find different links, different timestamps for the reading. I highly recommend, if you don't know anything about the lunar eclipse, you're new to this, you don't know anything about astrology, you don't know anything about tarot, I highly recommend that you listen from beginning to end before you just skip over to the timestamps. Some of you are going to watch this and want to just click down and check the description box and jump right over to your sign. I do not recommend that because this reading is a very special reading. In fact, I wasn't even going to do this reading, but I'm doing this reading because I was called to do this reading. I was asked by the angels, by the spirit guides, by my spirit guides, by my team of guides, as well as the team of angels and guides supporting you as well to do this reading. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you exactly what this reading is, how it's going to affect you, how it's going to help you, most of all, because I want my readings on this channel to help you evolve into a higher level of being. Okay, it's going to be really important that you listen to this message before I get into the reading. Okay, so the first thing I want you to know is that we are entering into a new cycle. Now, if you've been watching my channel, if you are a dedicated subscriber, you will see that in a lot of my readings that I've done, there's been a lot of energy of like endings happening, a lot of cycles closing out, a lot of world card energy coming up, death card energy coming up, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. There's a lot of endings that are taking place. A lot of things are closing out. And you'll see this, a lot of things globally are closing out. Sagittarius is a sign of global energy. It's a sign of foreign countries. It's a sign of expansion. And it's also ruled by the planet Jupiter. So the energy that we're dealing with now in the world and just in general and even in people's personal lives, it's a energy of closing out. Something is closing out because there's a new energy that's going to be ushering in. And this is what I want to talk about in this reading. And I believe that the tarot cards are going to show you certain things that you need to know, not only in your personal life, but whatever else is going on out in the world. It's going to signal and show you things that you should be aware of, things that are coming in and things that are ending. Now, a message that the angels want me to tell you, spirit guides want me to tell you, spirit, divine, the energy ether, the source energy, is that in order to have a new beginning, in order to usher in new beginnings such as the Magician card, such as Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. These are all new energies that are coming in and that are going to be available to the collective and to each and every sign. But not everybody is going to be able to harness this energy. And the reason why that is because a lot of energy is still being held on to. Okay, there's this deep-rooted energy that we're not able to let certain things go. And this is going to be crucial. It's going to be really crucial in this time to close certain cycles out and be ready and prepared for the new beginning. Okay, there's going to be a new beginning. The changes that come, the changes that happen are not going to be the same. There's these changes that are taking place. They're changes that are much needed, but in order to usher something new, there's a need to let something go. So the purpose of this tarot reading and why I'm doing it and why I was called to do this tarot reading is because a lot of you have certain things in your life that are needed to be drawn and brought to attention. And needing to successfully let something go is going to be a challenge for many of us, okay? Many of us. So within this reading, not only do I want to focus on what you should be letting go, but I also want to be focusing on some of the energies that are coming in, the new energies that you can expect and anticipate, okay? So there will be two sides to this reading, and I also want to let you know that it is general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. However, I do recommend you check out your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and your Mars, as well as your Jupiter sign, because Jupiter is actually ruled by the sign of Sagittarius, okay? Depending on where it is in your chart, it's going to be different for everybody because we're all born at different times in different places in the world. So it's really, really important that you keep an open mind when you're watching this reading, and that you don't take everything personal, okay? Because not all the messages are just for one person or one group of people. It's for thousands of people that watch this channel, okay? So that's my little message to you. And, you know, I also want to mention to you that this lunar eclipse that's happening, you know, after a lunar eclipse, if you don't know much about lunar eclipses and solar eclipses and eclipse season, you can always go online and look it up. It's really easy to look up. You don't have to know a lot of astrology or tarot or anything like that to know it. All you have to do is just make some time available to read up on it and get some more information. One thing I do want to mention before I get into the reading is whenever we have a lunar eclipse, most likely there's a solar eclipse that follows, okay? What does that mean? What does it mean, what does it mean to have a lunar eclipse and then a solar eclipse? Well, a lunar eclipse deals with the removal of the moon. It's eclipsing out the moon, okay? So the moon is a very emotional planet in astrology. Now, we don't really consider the moon a planet, it's more of a satellite. But it's something that is connected to our emotions, it's connected to our mother, it's connected to our home, our home and where we were born, okay, the life, the area that we were born into. This is all representative of the moon, and it also represents the divine feminine. So for many of you, divine feminine is going to be letting go of something, okay? The feminine aspect of yourself is going to be letting go of something, all right? The solar eclipse, okay, deals with the sun, which is male masculine energy, the divine masculine. So there's a new beginning happening for the divine masculine at this time in this energy, okay? Again, we have masculine and feminine energies within all of us. So we're all going to have an ending and a beginning, okay? So it's not one or the other, but rather, how is this energy going to affect you, okay? How's it going to affect you? So after the lunar eclipse, there's going to be a solar eclipse, which is going to happen in Gemini. And I will be posting in the community section about this. I don't have an astrology channel that I'm focused on right now. However, if I do see more interest in it, I will possibly maybe do an astrology channel, but I will also be posting in the community section. So you can find the community section if you subscribe to my channel and you look up, there's a community section there. Just click on the community section and you will get all of my posts and everything that I post there, okay, about astrology. And that will help you. Will help you navigate and help you clear the energy out, because these readings that I do, they're really here to help and guide more than they are to just fill your head with stuff. This is about something that, it's about evolution for me. That's my life purpose and goal for you, is to allow you to move to the next level, okay? I want to see you go from here to here, okay? And part of that is being connected to my channel, okay? So this is a new tarot deck. It's a brand new tarot deck. Okay, it's never been used before. I will be posting this tarot deck that I'm using on my Instagram if you'd like to follow me on my Instagram. Now, my Instagram isn't flashy. I don't really post photos of myself on there because my work is not about me. It's more about helping and assisting communities and other people. So if you're interested in learning more about astrology, learning more about the tarot decks I use, learning more about energy work, learning about spirituality, well, you're going to want to follow me on that Instagram, okay? All right, so I'm going to stop talking. I think I've talked enough. I will have details in the description, timestamps as well if you want to skip over to your sign and all of that in the description box. Okay, so thank you so much for hearing me out in my my little rant. So let's get started. I want to be pulling a couple of cards for the first sign we're going to start off with is the sign of Aries, and I'm going to move all the way throughout all the signs to Pisces. Now, the way this reading is going to work, I'm not going to be clarifying anything. Okay, this is a non-clarification reading. The way it's going to work is I'm going to pull about, I would say 5 to 6 cards, depending on how many cards I feel need to be pulled. And I will tell you a story. I will give you a story of what I see and what is to come. Okay. Now, another thing I want to mention before I get into the reading, I have to mention this. I am so sorry, but I have to mention this. The way lunar and solar eclipses work, it's usually energy that lasts up to 6 months. Okay. So when the lunar eclipse happens, it's not something that you're going to see right at that moment. A lot of you are going to say, oh, well, that's not happening to me in my life right now. It may not be happening in your life right now, but it can happen within 6 months. Okay. So whenever you see a lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, it takes up to 6 months for this energy to manifest. So I can be reading now for you, but the energy I'm reading may not necessarily happen for you until 6 months. So what I recommend to you is I recommend that you save this video, save it in your watch later, or save it, under your YouTube subscriptions, and come back to this reading, 3 months later or 6 months later, so that you can get an update and see how the progress happens for you. It's going to be real crucial for you because that's how lunar eclipses and solar eclipses happen. They don't happen right at that moment. And this is how, this is why a lot of the readings on YouTube are timeless. A lot of the tarot readings are timeless. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. So with that being said, let's get started on your reading. We're going to start off with the sign of Aries. We're going to move all the way down to Pisces. Okay, so let's see what energies we have for the sign of Aries, please. Tell me about Aries with this lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. What do they need to know? How will this affect them? For the sign of Aries, please. Okay. All right. So Aries, let's see what we have for you. Okay. The bottom of the deck here, we have the Page of Cups. Okay, we have the Page of Cups here. Okay. So what I'm feeling here for you, Aries, is there's going to be it's quite interesting what's going to happen here with the lunar eclipse. So for some of you, there's a decision that has to be made in the next 6 months pertaining to maybe your career, your finances here with this Two of Pentacles. For some of you, this could pertain to 2 options that you have, okay? This could be 2 major options, 2 options in love, 2 options in your career. I see a very prosperous new beginning happening for you after the lunar eclipse, okay? So there's something that you're going to be letting go of. Your energy here, it's not really focused on letting something go. Maybe there is something personal. It's gonna vary and differ for you based on your chart. I don't see you letting go of anything really, okay? I more see something changing in the form of a new opportunity. Okay, you have to excuse me, my voice is a little bit dry. I need something to drink. All right, so for you, Aries, I strongly feel that there's a decision that has to be made pertaining to your finances and career in the next 6 months. There will be some changes in that for you. And these changes have a lot to do with something that you've been trying to balance, okay? A lot of you have been trying to balance your work life with your personal life, and There's going to be a decision for some of you. There may be an ending to a job or ending to a career. Okay. What I see coming in for you is new love. There's a strong energy of new love here, and there's a strong connection. For some of you, this could have already started, or it will be starting maybe in the next couple of weeks or months. But there's a very strong connection here. You have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, okay, sitting side by side. Okay, side by side. They're sitting side by side here. And whoever this person is, they're coming in to show you love. It's going to happen in stages, though. It's not something that's going to happen right away. You know, it's going to start very slow, okay? And a lot of you are not used to that. You're used to maybe jumping into things very quickly or doing things very quickly. This person moves very slowly, okay? They move very slowly when it comes to their emotions, but I see a very solid offer in love, very solid offer in your career, in your finances. Some of you are even moving to the next level in your career. I see a major breakthrough happening for you in the next 6 months. Okay, so what is really important for you in this time during the lunar eclipse is to let go of anything that's been holding you back. If there's something that you've been a little bit indecisive about whether or not you should let it go, the energy is focusing on needing to let that thing go that you've been a little bit indecisive about, and your intuition is going to be able to guide you. There's a lot of water energy here, okay? So you could have water in your chart, or you could have earth energy in your chart, but nonetheless, there's a new person coming in. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. New person coming in, new everything. Spirit is also telling me that for some of you, if this is what you want, if you want new love, you need to prepare for this, okay? It's coming for you. A lot of you have been hearing this. A lot of you have been hearing new love, and it hasn't been coming. Spirit is saying you need to be patient, one. And the second thing is you need to prepare for this. Some of you need to do certain things maybe in your life that you've been overlooking. And by doing these things, you will be able to attract this new love. This new love is coming in for you though, okay? Especially when you least expect it. For some of you, it can happen in during the retrograde, okay? So I would say July, the month of July. If it's not July, it could happen by November, okay? So June, July, August, September, October, November. So November is 6 months. So it could happen to around November. Okay. So this is what I have for you, Aries. We're going to move on to the sign of Taurus. Okay. Tell us about the lunar eclipse for the sign of Taurus, please. What does Taurus need to know? How will this affect them? What can they expect coming in for them, please? For the sign of Taurus. Oh, wow, Taurus. Very, very beautiful energy that's coming in for you. Wow. Congratulations. I really feel, Taurus, there is something that you've been working really hard on, okay? The fruits of your labor will be harvested for you within the next 6 months. Something that you've really been just like carrying, there's like a load that you've just been carrying on your back. You've been working really hard. Just doing a lot of work. This work is going to pay off for you, okay? This is what Spirit wants you to know. A lot of you are thinking about your long-term success, your legacy, your generations. What are you going to be creating for your children? For some of you who have children, I feel strongly here in the next 6 months, I'm seeing a very strong soul connection, a very strong either a relationship that's coming in for you. You could be working really hard and maybe you are not paying attention to this connection, but this is a very, very solid and strong connection that you are working towards. It is new love. Okay, you got the Ace of Cups here. Okay, overflowing of abundance and love. Even though you're focused on money and you're focused on your career and you're focused on your long-term success, there's a strong commitment coming in very, very soon for you. Okay, and it's one that's going to present itself. If not, within the next few weeks, up to 6 months. And this could be something that happens while you're working. Maybe while you're working, you attract this person into your life. But they're also somebody who's very, it's like a divine connection. It's one that's meant to happen in your life, especially if you've been single for a very long time. Some of you have been single. This Hierophant card, which is your energy that came out, this is telling me that you've been wanting this connection, you've been wanting this commitment, you've been putting yourself out there to attract this, and that's the right thing. You're actually doing the right thing. A lot of you are going to be letting go of this like tendency to overwork yourself, okay? This person is going to really show you a different world. They're going to show you a different sense of who you are. They could even be showing you things that you didn't know about yourself, okay? And it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a very strong connection, very strong and intimate connection. For some of you, you could be dealing and dating with this person for a long time, okay? I'm talking like long-term energy here. But again, this is, for some of you, you can meet this person while you're on the job, while you're working. It could happen in more ways than one, but I'm seeing it through your hard work. Another thing I see here for you, Taurus, is that through your hard work, you're going to manifest independence and a lot of abundance, okay? A lot of financial abundance is coming for you in the next 6 months. Spirit is saying look out for the full moons, okay? Because the full moons are going to be affecting you, especially your finances, okay? So whenever the moon is full, a lot of you are going to feel like your finances are full. As the moon kind of wands, it's very important that you watch your finances and you protect your finances, because I see a lot of financial abundance coming for you in the next 6 months. Strong commitment, but all of this is coming through your hard work. So if you are working hard, don't feel like you're working hard in vain, because you're actually working very hard towards something that's going to benefit you for a very long time, okay? So this is what I see for Taurus in terms of the lunar eclipse and how the new beginning is going to be benefiting you, okay? All right. Let's move on to the sign of Gemini. All right. I think Gemini, out of all the signs, this is going to be affecting you the most, especially in your partnership area. Okay, like I said, a lot of you are going to be letting go of a partnership that's been very toxic for you, something that's just not benefiting you anymore. But let's see how this is going to positively affect you in terms of the changes that you're going to see in the next 6 months. All right. I'm going to cut the deck, Gemini, and then I'm going to pull a couple more cards. Okay, and the overall energy, you're coming in as the Queen of Wands, okay? So fire energy. Some of you have like Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in your chart. You have like fire energy. Okay. Okay. Gemini. So Gemini, I strongly feel like there's a brand new passionate beginning that's coming in for you. What is this card here? I think this is the two of Wands. Okay. You have thrown. Okay. So there's a new direction that you're going to be taking in your life, and it's one that's going to be it's very futuristic, okay? There's something that you are working towards when it comes to your future, when it comes to your life goals, okay? There's a long-term life goal here that you want, but there's something here that's been holding you back, okay? There's something that's been keeping you stuck. Okay, this could be thoughts that you have in your mind. For some of you, it could be a relationship. It's going to vary for everybody, but there's something here that's been holding you back, and you know what I'm talking about. Spirit is saying directly to me, Spirit is saying there's been something that's been holding you back. You know what it is. You need to let it go. Okay, it's been very toxic. Some of you have been taken advantage of, or maybe you've been taking advantage of other people, okay? It's going to vary for everybody, but there's something here that's just been really, it's kept you behind. It's kept you back. It's kept you from growing. It's kept you from moving forward. For some of you, it was fun when you first started doing it, when you first did it. It might have seemed interesting and entertaining. But there's something here that is hindering your growth, okay? You see in this card, we got the Eight of Swords, so feeling very stuck. Some of you are blind to the fact that it's time to grow, like it's time to move forward, but there's something that's holding you back, okay? And you know what that is. Like I said, it's going to be different for everybody, but what Spirit really wants for you is for you to be like the eagle, okay? To be aware of things. A lot of the things that are coming up for you now, Gemini, are things that were there all along, but you're just waking up to it now, okay? You're just realizing this now, okay? And whatever has been holding you back, it's made you feel like you don't have the strength to move forward. It's made you feel like you are really, like, the image that I'm getting from this is like I'm seeing like a hole, like a well. It's not a well, it's like a hole. It's like there's a lot of dirt and there's a hole, and it's like you're right down in that hole, and it's like you can't seem to get out. And for some of you, you're just doing everything you're doing everything you can possibly do to get out of this situation, but it's just holding you back, And in the next 6 months, there's going to be a need to really get out of this, to fight your way out of this. I know, I don't want to use the word fight, but this is what is coming to me. There's a need for you to really claw your way out of this. And it's not going to be easy for a lot of you, but I feel like there's going to be, it's like darkness before dawn kind of energy, like things, like it gets really dark for you, but after that darkness, everything fades and you move into this new direction, because there's been a lot of thinking here. And I think there's one thing that you forgot, Gemini. The one thing that you forgot that Spirit is trying to tell you is that you have a lot of power, okay? You are the Queen of Wands in the next 6 months, which means you have power inside of you, but there's a need for you to find that power, okay? Look at this card. Let's just look at this card and look at the Queen of Wands. Her eyes are closed a bit. Her eyes look a little bit closed, okay? She's like meditating. She's very focused on her power, her inner power. This is what you're going to be doing in the next 6 months. This is what's going to release you, okay? Because a lot of you are in this like toxic, feeling stuck. And I feel like the only person that's really holding you back is yourself. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Some of you think it's someone else. And yes, it could be, to some extent, it could be, you know, this person that you're around that you're trying to get rid of or you're trying to let go of, or it could be a job, person. I feel like it's more of a person though. You actually have a lot more power than you think you do. Okay, you have a lot more power than you think you do. And a lot of you right now are not tapping into that. So, Spirit is saying you need to tap into the energy within you. There's a brand new beginning happening for you, and the brand new beginning that's happening for you is in your own hands. So this is going to be you initiating. You're going to be initiating this new beginning, and it's going to be one that is going to set you free. Look at the eagle card here, okay? I want you to look up what eagle means in spirituality. It's going to help you and guide you, you know, during this lunar eclipse, because I think out of all the signs, I think this is affecting you the most, okay? And yeah, so there's something here. Notice that lightning bolt strike with the tree. So again, this is about you tapping into your intuitive energy and getting rid of something. Something has to die out. And it's going to happen very quickly for you. This energy that's something that's dying out for you, it has to happen in order to have this new beginning. And you're going to be moving forward. Whatever you're doing now in the next 6 months is going to be something that you do for a very long time, maybe up to 3 years. You're going to be focused on this. So the changes that you make now are really going to be, you know, changes that you make long term. All right. So I see beautiful new beginnings happening for you, Gemini, but there is something that you need to let go of, something that's been holding you back. And I think it's you who's holding you back. Okay. And, you know, it's really a strong energy of you not seeing your full potential here. Okay, being really honest with yourself, not hiding anymore. A lot of you have been hiding from this issue that's been cropping up. Now it's going to crop up even more, okay? But again, Spirit is trying to push you into this new direction, and Spirit also wants you to know that you have a lot of power and that you need and must tap into this, okay? So this is what I have for Gemini. Let's move on to the sign of Cancer. So for Cancer, this is happening in your 12th house, right? You're going to see how this is affecting Cancer, the sign of Cancer. Okay. So for you, Cancer, I strongly feel like there is a very, very strong energy of happiness. Okay. There's a strong energy of happiness. Your overall energy is very loving. Okay. In the next 6 months with this lunar eclipse that's happening, you have the 10 of Cups. You're giving somebody a lot of love here. Okay. A lot of love. You are really connected to somebody. There's a very strong connection here. You know, this, for some of you, it could be in regards to family. There could be children involved. It's a very strong bond here. Very strong emotional energy. However, and this is a big however, I don't know if this is a current relationship that you're in, okay? I think it is a current relationship that you're in. Although you're very loving, okay, and you want this love and you're really open to being very like emotionally connected to somebody, there's also this energy around you of toxicity, okay? And for some of you, it could be in regards to a relationship that you want it to manifest to this 10 of Cups. You want it to manifest to maybe to have children with this person, you know, have a family with this person, maybe even get married, to have like a solid connection. This is what you want. However, it's the current energy in the next 6 months isn't really that. Okay, it's kind of it is, but it isn't. There's a bit of a toxic energy here. I'm going to be completely honest with you because you have the Devil card here. It's a little bit toxic, okay? Could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with, or somebody who has strong Capricorn placements in their chart. The issue I see here is this person's moving very slowly, okay? In the next 6 months, very slowly, very, very slowly. It's almost like this person needs to get clear on what they want, okay? For some of you, there could be an energy of cutting this person out in the next 6 months because you're not seeming to get what you want from this person, okay? You want things to be a little more clear because this is what your vision is for the next 6 months. Your vision for the next 6 months is lots of love. You want that emotional love, the emotional support, the family coming together, all of these things. You really want this, but the problem is that the energy is, you know, when you see the Devil card, there's two people here. Okay, you got the divine masculine and the divine feminine, divine masculine. And these two energies are ruled by the Devil in this case. So although you're very strongly connected to somebody, you have to be careful not to mistake this connection as something that it isn't. Spirit is saying, Cancer, look at this connection, this love connection, because it is a love connection is what I'm seeing here. And again, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but really look at this connection for what it is, okay? Don't try to turn this relationship into something that you think it is, but really look at the actions of the person. Really look at the actions, because the actions of this person, they're coming in very slowly, okay? They're doing things very slowly. They're doing things on their own time. For some of you, this person's giving you excuses. And they're saying, but you know this and that, and they're just giving you so many excuses. And there's a real strong need to look at a relationship for what it really is. Don't try to lie to yourself about this. Okay? Get really clear, because there's a need in the next 6 months for you to get really clear. The only way you're going to be set free, eagle energy, the only way you're going to be set free from this is by really being clear with yourself and being very clear with this person. Some of you are dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries as well. This person, when you look at this person, when you look up to this person, it's like you see a lot in this person. You see a lot of potential in this person because they're coming in as king energy. Okay, you're really attracted to this person. They're very, very physically attractive. But what you have to keep in mind here, you have to stay practical, Cancer, when it comes to your love life in the next 6 months, because a lot of you, again, you're wanting this. You want this love. You want it so bad. But it's not quite there yet, okay? I don't see in the next 6 months it being like the way you view it, even though this is what you want. I'm not saying it can't get to this. It can get to this, but it's going to require a lot of patience. And for some of you, you're not willing to wait, okay? You're not willing to wait up until 6 months. I feel that. So this person, they're coming in, they're going to make small little offers to you to kind of keep you around, to keep you there. But if you're looking for something very, very quickly and you want this to manifest very quickly, it's going to require you to be super, super patient. For some of you, like I said, you may decide around the lunar eclipse to kind of close this cycle out because you're not willing to wait. You're not willing to kind of wait for this. Like you want this, but you're not willing to wait for it. And others of you, it's just really toxic. It's a really toxic connection. And it's just the way it's been going really slow is what I'm seeing here. And you want clarity. You want clarity on this. So for a lot of you, you're going to get clarity within the next 6 months. And for others of you, you may just completely let this go. I feel like with you and this person, though, there's a lot of love here. This person does love and care about you, but there's something that's keeping this person from moving at a faster rate or a faster pace. And it could be what is going on in the world for some of you right now. There's a little bit of a delay there. I also feel the person that you're dealing with, they're really focused on their money right now. They're really focused on kind of, figuring out what they need to do in terms of what they need to work on, okay? So there's a lot of support here. I feel like, if you're a cross watcher and you're dealing with a Cancer, I feel like there's a lot of support. Like Cancer's there supporting, helping. But the other person who's involved here, it's kind of a little bit toxic, okay? And this could be affecting you, Cancer. It could be affecting you in more ways than one, okay? Not only is it affecting you on a psychological level, a mental and emotional level, it's affecting you. So, when I look at the Ten of Cups, it's like the person, the divine masculine in this picture, they're kind of like, their face is hidden. Okay. And when I see that, it's almost like this person is not being 100% forthright in terms of what it is that they want. I feel, Cancer, you want one thing and this person wants another thing. So you need to be careful to protect yourself when it comes to this particular connection. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there. This is what I have for you in the next 6 months. All right, let's move on to the sign of Leo. Let's move on to the sign of Leo. How will the lunar eclipse affect Leo? What can Leo expect coming towards Leo in the next 6 months with the lunar eclipse? Leo, the next 6 months. Okay, wow, Leo, very beautiful energy, very, very beautiful. Okay, so Leo, here's what I'm seeing for you. There's definitely something that you feel stuck, like you feel an energy of being stuck here. There's something in your mind that you're still stuck on, okay? It could be a past relationship for some of you, some sort of past connection, something to do with your mind, okay? It's going to be really important in the next 6 months with this lunar eclipse because you are letting go of a lot of things that have kept you stuck, okay? There's something here that's kept you stuck. For some of you, it could be your thoughts. It could be the thoughts of others, maybe just the way you have been manifesting things in your life. It's going to be really important because your manifestation abilities are really high. A lot of your energy in the next 6 months is going to be focused on your career. It's going to be focused on a new project that you have. A lot of you are working on a new project and you're really trying to forget about something from the past here. You're trying to forget about something that has really kept you stuck for a very long time. For some of you, this situation has kept you stuck. I'm hearing 5 months, 8 months as well too. 8 months is really strong. In the last 8 months, something happened, and you're going to be letting go of this, okay? The project that you are working on, it's a new project, and it's something that's going to bear a lot of fruit for you, okay? Seven of Pentacles. It's something that you've worked really hard on. Notice how this person has a shovel in their hand and they've been just bearing fruit. Like, you know, it's a project, it's a job, it's a business that you've been working on. Spirit is saying keep working on this. Try to focus more on it as much as you can. Some of you are having a hard time focusing on this, but I promise you here, it's saying that if you do focus on this and you let go of something, there's something in your mind, you keep going back to this thing, you keep thinking about it, let that go. Okay, Spirit is saying let this go because it's keeping you stuck. These thoughts that you have, you know, whatever these thoughts are, there's a need to let it go. And beautiful, positive things are coming in for you. Why? Because we have the Wheel of Fortune here. So it's inevitable that victory is going to be yours. Positive energy is coming in for you. Be prepared to accept these changes, okay? A lot of these changes are going to start for you around your birthday. Okay, your birthday month at the end of July moving into August. There's major changes happening for you, and it's going to be in regards to a job or a career or a position that you have. It could be a business that you have as well too. For some of you, there is a small offer of love being made to you in the next 6 months. It could happen in the month of August or in late July. And I feel this energy is really going to move you into a new direction. So whatever you've been holding on to, especially if it's in regards to a past relationship, a person from your past, somebody who maybe didn't appreciate you, all of these things are going to be let go of, okay? It's a brand new beginning that's happening for you, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, and it pertains to your finances. There's something here that you've been working hard on, and Spirit is saying there's a need for you to continue working really hard on this because a lot of you have kind of let this project fall to the wayside, and Spirit is saying, you know, keep working on this because the more you work on it, the more prosperity and abundance is going to be flowing towards you, okay? It's really important for you to let this thing go though. This you know, it's some sort of thing that you've had in your mind, okay? It's, you know, in your mind, maybe for some of you it could be a place that you don't like being in, okay, that you need to let go of. You need to find a way to get out of this situation because you feel stuck. There's something that's keeping you stuck or making you feel stuck, and this could be affecting your ability to work on this project, okay? So the next 6 months is going to be more focused on you getting out of a place where you don't want to be and focusing on this project that's very prosperous. It's going to bring you a lot of abundance, okay? So this is what I have for Leo. Let's move on to the sign of the sign of Virgo. We're moving to the sign of Virgo. Okay. All right. Virgo, in the next 6 months, with this lunar eclipse, you are going to be closing a cycle out completely. There's something here that needs to close out for you. You have the World card here, okay? Major cycle coming to an end. This ending that's happening for you is one that's going to make you really happy, okay? It's going to free you because you've been feeling a little bit, something here has been really just, I feel like you've tried to make a situation work, okay? In the past, you've been trying to make this situation work. You've offered as much as you can offer to this, but every time you try to make it work or you try to fix something, it just creates this like, it's like a battle. It's like competition. It's like somebody's always trying to win or try to be better than you or do something better than you. It's just a very competitive kind of energy here with the Five of Swords. This is something that you're closing out. A lot of this energy, it's more of closing out than new beginnings happening for you. You're really closing things like closing certain chapters in your life, closing, maybe closing out certain people, closing out, defending yourself from certain people that want to enter back into your life. I see a lot of people trying to come back into your life, or you trying to re-enter people's lives from the past. And this is something that you have to be a little bit careful of. A lot of you are expecting some sort of change. A lot of you think that, with the passage of time, things are going to change. And yes, things do change to some extent, but there's a need to close out these cycles with these individuals, with these people, with these energies. Because a lot of you, even though you want to close out these cycles, for some of you, it could be a little bit difficult for you to do that. It's been a little bit difficult because, again, a lot of you are trying to, I feel, you're trying to offer something or make a situation better when you know it's not your place to do that, okay? It's not your place to do that. A lot of you are going to realize in the next 6 months, you're better off being an observer than a person who goes in and tries to fix things. I still feel you're trying to fix something here, even though you know it's over and it's done with. It's a cycle that's closed out for you. And it could be a little bit painful for some of you. It could be a little bit painful. But I see you are trying to fix this. You're trying to fix somebody or fix something, and it's like you can't fix it. This is not your job to fix, is what I'm hearing. It's not your job to do this. So again, a lot of the energy, in the next 6 months is really about closing things out, realizing where you stand in a situation. And also, I feel also, Virgo, there could be a water sign here that's maybe trying to get your attention in the next 6 months. A water sign, I'm getting Cancer very strongly. I'm also getting a strong energy of Pisces as well too. So Pisces and Scorpio as well too. Some of you are ending things with a Scorpio, like in the next 6 months there's going to be a major ending, like the cycle closes out. But then there's also like, even though you close this out, it still resurfaces again. So something resurfaces in the next 6 months. It could be a person that resurfaces. And again, this is like a lot of you have this energy of wanting to fix something or heal something. There's a need to heal, but there's also a need to be aware that when this person comes back, when this person does come back into your life, because I feel like they will within the next 6 months, they could pop up at some point. This person's not going to change. Some of you are waiting for this person to change, or you want this person to change. I feel like they're not going to change, okay? And you may try to go back in and try to fix this person and help this person, but it's going to be really important that you are discerning, okay? Because this is not something you can fix. It's something that this person has to fix. This is something that they have to do on their own. And these are lessons in the next 6 months that you're going to be going through, and you're going to be feeling it a lot more than the other signs, okay? You, Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, okay? Gemini, Pisces, Virgo. Sagittarius will be feeling this the most, the cycles that are coming to an end. So this is not about fixing somebody or going back in and fixing and helping. This is more about kind of watching, like looking from the sidelines and being more of a witness than anything else. And I don't want this to sound like you're not being helpful, because you are a helpful sign. You're a very service oriented sign. However, there's one thing here, and it pertains to a water sign: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Scorpio very strong, Pisces very strong, Cancer very strong. Scorpio, Pisces really strong. This person thinks that when they come back around, you may be still available to offer them something. And I feel like that's not going to be the case. This person has something to work on within themselves. And until they work on that, this cycle has to stay closed, is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Lots of in and out energy here. Not in and out, but it's like something closes and then it resurfaces again in the next, I would say, 6 to 7 months, maybe 5 months here. 3 months from now, they will try to come back and resurface to open this cycle again, but it's closed. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing here for you, Gemini, in the next 6 months. Be prepared for someone to come back into your life and expect your help or your assistance. Okay. All right. So let's move on to Libra. Okay. So Libra, you will have a decision to make in the next 6 months with this lunar eclipse that's happening for you. There's a strong energy of being blocked. You're manifesting a new connection. It's a new connection, very strong, powerful love relationship connection here. However, intuitively you know this. Intuitively you are manifesting something long-term here. But I see in the next 6 months there's an energy of you blocking it out. Okay, and there could be personal reasons why you're doing this. Some of you may not trust, or you may not be ready to open yourself up to new love because of a past relationship that you experienced in the past where you were hurt. This is really important for you to keep an open mind, okay, in the next 6 months. This lunar eclipse is about you letting go of maybe certain associations, friends, people that you were dealing with in the past. And now you're opening yourself up to a new strong soul connection. This is new love energy of you and, divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. Very strong energy. You and this person are like coming together. Okay. And I feel like this is something that could happen for you in the next 2 months. But there's also an energy of you being a little bit closed off from this, okay? Some of you don't feel like this is like you feel the connection, it's there. You're like, yes, I feel the connection intuitively. I know I manifested this. You manifested this. You're manifesting this love into your life. However, there's a need in the next 6 months for you to get real clear, okay? Because you're rushing in very quickly. You're really focused on your future here in the next 6 months. You're gonna really start focusing and getting down to, what is it that's gonna make you happy? This is really getting down to, the futuristic kind of energy, the future kind of vibes here. The Three of Wands is associated with future energy, looking out onto the horizon, seeing where you want to go, your happiness, you're manifesting this, but at the same time, you're blocking yourself. So it's really important during the lunar eclipse. See, with the moon there, that's the sign of the lunar eclipse. There's something that you need to let go of, okay? And before you can have this new connection that's coming in, this strong love connection that you're manifesting, and you're manifesting this, there's a need for you to really let go of something that hurt you, okay? Something that really just hurt you. It's almost like you've been carrying this for a while, this pain. It could have involved a partnership that you were in, and it just caused a lot of pain for you. And in order for you to renew the relationship, there's a need for you to let go of this blocked energy, okay? A lot of you, I'm going to be honest with you, Libra, in the next 6 months, a lot of you are the ones that are holding yourself back, okay? Because intuitively, even though you're manifesting this connection, it's a new connection, it's a very loving connection, you're still have these two swords beside, right in front of your heart. You still have these two swords, and you're blind to the things that are coming towards you. They're blessings. There's blessings that are coming towards you, but you're blind to them because of this pain that you've experienced from somebody in your past. And it's just caused you to kind of forget about who you really are. You're a very loving person, but at the same time, this pain that you're experiencing, it's almost like an illusion, like you're kind of in this elusive kind of energy. So just be careful of that in the next 6 months. But overall, I see a very positive new connection coming in for you. It looks really good. I feel like this could happen for you around the end of July. If it doesn't happen for you in July, it could happen in November. Okay, so this is what I see for Libra. Let's move on to the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, lunar eclipse next 6 months. What does Scorpio need to know, please? Love and light. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, I feel in the next 6 months there's a major reunion that's happening for you. You're getting back together with somebody very swiftly, actually. You've been doing a lot of thinking. In the next 6 months, like, you're going to be closing out a chapter. I feel like what's closing out for you is something to do with your finances. Excuse me, very, very powerful energy. Like, I see a harvest. You're either investing into something or you have invested into something and it's been very prosperous for you. However, I also feel like you've been thinking about a connection. Could be with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Could also be with another water sign, but I feel like you're going to be reuniting with somebody in the next 6 months. This lunar eclipse is preparing you for a reunion that's taking place. You've been thinking a lot about this person. You've been thinking about moving towards this person, but for some of you, you feel like something's stopping you from moving towards this person or being with this person at this time or moving to the next level with this person. During the next 6 months, your overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like you're working really hard on something. You're working on something pertaining to an investment, something that you're working and then you're investing your money. You're working, you're investing your money because there's something that you're wanting to accumulate your wealth for. So overall, I feel like there's a lot of thinking. Okay, some of you are dealing with a Virgo. Maybe you're thinking about a Virgo around this lunar eclipse. But there's somebody here that is not able to completely let go of you, or you're not able to completely let go of someone else, and you want to have a reunion with somebody so that you can have happiness and bring happiness in. So I feel like there's going to be a culmination when it comes to your finances, something you've been working really hard on. You're going to be bearing a lot of fruit for this, but then there's also a new direction that you're going to be taking. Some of you are going to be changing the way you work or how you do your work as well too. But overall here, I see there's a major reconciliation happening. The Three of Cups is here, very strong. And you want this. This is something that you want. This is something that you are going to be experiencing. And I feel like this person may be this person may be coming towards you. If this person is an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, I feel like they're making plans or wanting to make plans in the next 6 months to come towards you. This can happen 3 months from now, maybe in September, possibly. But I feel here strongly you're thinking a lot. Somebody here is thinking a lot. Like, how can I get towards Scorpio? How can I move towards Scorpio? How can I get there? How can I, there's a lot of hows. How can I do this? How can I get to this person? I want to be with them. I want to get to them. So there's definitely a reunion that's happening at some point with you and this person. I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. I can't really see that right now, but I do see a reunion happening, and I do see possibly you getting clear on things very quickly with this person. I do see, because the next card that I have here is the Four of Wands. So there's a really strong possibility that you are coming together with somebody and you're creating a home, okay? Creating a home. Some of you may be getting married in the next 6 months, okay? There's a strong energy of union here as well too with this Four of Wands, a lot of happiness. So in the interim, there's also a lot of thinking. I feel like with the lunar eclipse, there's something to do with your finances that is coming to completion for you, and you're going to be ready to move to the next level. For some of you, there's also fire sign that's coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, in the next 6 months, and this could be manifesting behind the scenes for you. Okay, so I see you coming together with somebody, very strong reunion energy happening for you, but there's also a need to get clear on this relationship and what it is that you want. So there's going to be a lot of talks in the next 6 months about, are we going to get married? Is there going to be is this going to be a solid commitment, connection? And for others of you, this reconciliation, it's going to happen very quickly for you. It could happen in June for some of you. Okay, so this is what I see for Scorpio. Let's move on to the sign of Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, the lunar eclipse is happening in your sign. There's something here that you will be letting go of. It could be in regards to yourself, how you do things, how you appear to the world. Some of you are stepping into your financial independence as well too. Let's see what else we have for Sagittarius. I'm hearing there's a lot of karma that you have to deal with. There's some sort of karmatic situation that you've been avoiding that Spirit is saying that you need to deal with. Okay. Sagittarius, you know that my channel it's tough love channel. Tough love channel. Okay. Okay. Yes. Sagittarius. Okay, so what you need to let go of is some sort of heartbreak, some sort of pain that you've experienced in the recent past. a lot of you are still holding on to this. It's very toxic, but you're trying to let it go. I see you working really hard in the next 6 months. In the next 10 months, I see you working really hard. This whole year is going to be about working really hard to get this confidence. You want people to look up to you. You want people to appreciate your work. At the same time, you have the Five of Wands here. A lot of you are fighting for recognition, okay? The recognition that you're looking for, Sagittarius, it has to come through your hard work, okay? Nothing is going to be accomplished this year, especially with the South Node in your sign, you know, conjunct your moon, sun, ascendant. Nothing is going to come without hard work. You may have to work a little bit harder than everybody else this year. And there's also a need to let go of something toxic, okay? It could be a toxic relationship, toxic connection, heartbreak, whatever it is. It's screaming time. It's time to let it go, okay? Could be certain individuals or people that you're hanging out with that are not serving you. You may be letting go of this as well too. But overall, I see, Sagittarius, the good news here is that if you work really hard and you keep your nose down and you work really hard, your blessings are going to come because people are going to look up to you. People are going to say, wow. They're really going to look up to you. People are waiting and wanting to look up to you. But again, you're fighting for this recognition. You want it, but I think you have to shift your energy in the way you think about this, okay? The way you think about your goals and the way you think about things, it's really, there's going to be a need for you to really refocus this energy because some of you are fighting for this. You're fighting for it, but again, there's two ways you can go about this in the next 6 months with the lunar eclipse. You can look at this situation from, oh, I'm going to fight my way to the top. I don't care if I have to step on people's faces or step on people to get ahead. I don't care if I have to fight. You could do it this way, but doing it this way is not going to guarantee you success. What is going to guarantee you success, Sagittarius, is your labor, your hard work. Okay, 10 of Wands, Queen of Wands. How much work are you willing to put into this? Because some of you are distracted. There's something here that's distracting you, okay? It could be past pain, past relationship. For some of you, you're in a toxic relationship. You know it's toxic, but you're still in it. You're still entertaining it. For some of you, you may have to walk away from this. You may have to really let go of this connection, even though you don't want to. Some of you may have to do that. It may hurt to walk away from this or let it go, but again, what is it going to be? You have two options. Fight your way to success and still be in a toxic relationship that doesn't support you, or focus on whatever it needs, take on the burden so that you can have what you want. Because remember, nothing is achieved without sacrifice, okay? Some of you think, oh yeah, I'm going to make it. Yeah, you're going to make it, but which way are you going to go about doing it? Are you going to fight and battle with everybody else, with everyone? Or are you going to put your nose down and focus on what you need to focus on? This is going to be a choice in the next 6 months, okay? Overall, I see beautiful energy coming in for you. Like I said, this 6 of Wands is like, yes, people are going to be looking up to you. People are going to be like, wow. But it's not going to come to you without putting in hard work, okay? So there could be a project that you're working on, something that is going to take you to the next level, something that's going to give you confidence. But again, it's not going to happen without hard work, okay? And be careful of conflicts with others. I feel like there's a lot of conflict here because you're feeling pressure, but this is about you looking within and seeing what it is that you like. There's a need for you to direct your focus and direct your energy in a different path. Because a lot of you are like, you're focused on the wrong things, okay? So try to focus on what you want to accomplish and what you need to do to get there, all right? Okay, so let's move on to the sign of Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn, I feel like there's a connection here that is on your mind. In the next 6 months, I feel like there could be an offer that's made to you, okay? How can I explain this? Let me take a drink. Excuse me. All right, thank you. Okay, so I feel like there's a connection here that either you're manifesting or you have manifested. I strongly feel it's a strong commitment that's coming in. If you're not in a committed relationship, there could be a commitment that's coming in for you. It could be like marriage. It's going to happen for you, but it's going to happen over time. There's a need for a lot of cooperation with this person, like being very cooperative, okay? This person wants to see that you're a person who likes to cooperate. I feel at the beginning, when you start to get to know this person, there's a need for a lot of cooperation, yes, because you and this person are going to be building something together. And I feel like this is a new connection for a lot of you. This person's going to be offering you some sort of love. Could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries that you're dealing with, a Taurus as well too, or Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Those are the signs that I see here. For some of you, it could be a Taurus is very strong. So nonetheless, you are going to be attracting this new offer. It's a new love offer that's coming in, but at the beginning, you may not seem too interested in this person, or they may not seem too interested in you, but as time goes on over the next 6 months, because some of you have let go of something from the past, like you'll be letting go of something from your past, that something that happened years ago, I would say like a long time ago, you've let this go. And now you're ready to usher in this new connection. But this person's coming in very like, at first, they may not seem too interested. You may not seem too interested. And then they start to show more interest. And then you start to connect more. And then you start to get, and then there's this energy of kind of being in and out, in the next 6 months. It's like, oh yeah, I see them once in a while. And, so it's really in the next 6 months, you're getting to know this person. You're getting to know them. But there's going to be a need for a lot of cooperation, like a lot of concessions is what I want to say. Like there's a need for you to kind of be a little bit open to being a little bit flexible with this person, or you may be the one that's expecting your person to be a little bit flexible because your person's coming in as being a little bit uncertain about this. Just because, Capricorn, you may have high expectations for this person. You may expect a lot from this person, and they may feel like they can't live up to that. But I feel like if there is patience here and there's cooperation, like if you're willing to work and cooperate with this person to build something long term, it looks so beautiful. There's a lot of potential here, but it's not going to happen for you as easy as you think it is, okay? It's not something that's going to be easy. It's going to require you to put in work. It's going to require your person to put in work. And the more you put in work and the more you are open, the more this person is going to come towards you, okay, with love. But again, even though it is a new offer that's coming in for you, it's one that has the potential to be long-term if you are willing to cooperate in more ways than one. So this is like Capricorn, it's not only having expectations for the person you're dealing with, there's going to also be a need for you to fulfill certain expectations that this person expects from you, okay? So it's kind of like a two-way street here. It's a very beautiful commitment that you can have, but it's not going to come, as easy as you want it. This person's going to slowly show interest, okay? At first, not so much interest. 4 of Cups, not too interested, but let's try it out. It's an energy of, okay, let's try it out. So this person offers love. Very attractive person, very good looking, very attractive, very stable, probably has a really good job. But what is going to sustain this connection and the emotional connection is the cooperation that's really needed from both of you, especially you, Capricorn. There's a need for you to cooperate and be a little bit more open-minded, okay, when it comes to this, because there's a strong possibility that this can lead to possible marriage or a long-term commitment, okay? In the next 6 months, I'm seeing that. All right, so let's move on to the sign of Aquarius. Okay. So Aquarius, I strongly feel Aquarius, there's definitely something here that you should let go of, okay? It could be a Capricorn because the Devil card is here in the center. Something, there's an energy of new love coming in for you, but it's coming in very slowly, okay? Yeah, it's coming in very slowly for you. Some of you also, I feel, you're blocking your energy a bit from manifesting this new love, from being with this new person. So there's a need to be careful with that because of something that happened with you and someone from the past. For some of you, you're still holding on to this person in the next 6 months, and it's so difficult for you to let this go. You're going to be working really, really hard though to let something go. It may not be as easy for you to let this person go or let this thing go, but you're working on it. You're trying to work on this, but your heart is closed. Your heart chakra is closed. In the next 2 months, you're going to be working between now and I'd say August, September. You're going to be focused on letting something go. So it's not going to be super easy for you to let this thing go, but you know it's needed for you to let this go, and you're going to be working really hard to do this. Okay, some of you can't let someone go because they were really attractive and you really found them physically attractive, but spiritually, emotionally, physically, they probably were not for you. Okay, there's new love coming in for you though. Look at this. There's a new connection coming in for you. It's happening really slowly. I feel this could happen in September. Okay, I'm predicting September. There's a connection that's going to pop up and make itself available to you. And I feel at that point, Aquarius, you will be ready to accept this person, accept their offer of love. For some of you, it's going to be like a strong union where you're coming together with someone that you've been with for, I would say 10 years, okay? 10 months, 10 weeks, 5 years, 2 years. But there's somebody here that you have to let go of, okay? Maybe you were really connected to somebody at one point, but there's something that happened between you and this person that the lunar eclipse is asking you to kind of let go of this energy. Okay, this energy is blocking you from manifesting other things, other bigger things in your life. Okay, so this is something that you're going to be working on the next 6 months. Strong, positive, new connections coming in for you. It's one that's very spiritual, and it's one that